What's up guys, John here. Today we're going to POKAGON State Park. So if you're down, like, join me. Oh, it's so cool. Wow. That's so cool. Alright guys, time for wherever this leads. I don't know which trail this is. I know pretty much nothing about this place other than it was recommended to me. Maybe this is a hot take, but I think Alan Wilder was essential to Depeche Mode because he was the guy in the synths, and although Martin and Dave had voices down, he was like their mastermind, you know? I don't know, I just think it's a shame that he had to go after SoFad, you know? It is what it is though. Anyway, seems to be trail 1. You can see the lake peeking through here. If I just go to the edge of this little path here, because it's funny, this is like where residential begins, but yeah, this really doesn't feel like Indiana. Oh my goodness guys, I just found the bench of knowledge. Yeah, let's get married. Whoa. I was the one making those boat noises, as you can tell. Just kidding, that's actually the boat. Wow, how bazinga. Funky tree, funky. Funky tree, funky. Can't show it on camera, the funky tree is too much, man. It was not funny. Just so you guys know, this is not another bench of knowledge. This is a humble bench, okay? Which, that's my preference for benches, but you know, I can respect a more bold bench, you know? So if you look here, these are the tracks, I believe, for the toboggan ride, which is something this place is, you know, kind of famous for. All right, I got another bathroom review for all you guys. This place is enchanting. I will continue to go here whenever I feel inclined. I love it. Best one yet. So here's another look at Lake James. Who's James? You tell me. Alright guys, so it took me way longer than I'd care to admit to find this, but this should lead us to one of the notable features here, which is Hell's Point, I believe it's called. So, yeah. This exact spot is where I was born into this world. Crazy being back. Long time no see. But yeah, I was born in the wilderness, which is why I got that dog in me. And that Angry Bird. I need to stop that. Just kidding. I will do it forever. Guys, if I get 1 million subs in the next 3 weeks, I will take a massive sip of this totally not potable water. Just for you guys. Because I figure the ad revenue will make up for the very hefty hospital bill. Oh, this fly needs to get out of my eye, man. I hate insects. I know there are all those like quirky alt girls who are like, ooh, insects are cool, I collect them. I'm like, bro, that's disgusting. You're not that different. And I understand. Look, you can have your interests, I'll have mine. But I can also, it's free country, so I will say this. No, insects are bad, they're not cool, and I hate them. Alright guys. Things are about to get legit. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, that might actually not be a good thing. You know it's legit when they literally just have to build a staircase, because if they don't have to build a staircase, like they won't. So they put precious materials into this. If you look, because of the glacier, like the land formation is really weird. So yeah, I guess this is Hell's Point. Let's take a closer look, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense, because the thing about this park is that it's known to have very interesting land formations due to the way the glacier is melted. So it's kind of like a bit bipolar with its layout. But yeah, you can see it does go pretty far down over that ways. Yeah. This is cool. I do feel a feeling of dread because it is Hell's Point, which means that it may be over, guys. But, you know, I'm hopeful that Hell's Point is just chill. Hell's Point is the chiller, bro. We like Hell's Point. So if you can believe it, guys, this is the first time that I've not been in the shade for like a hot minute. It's nice to have a little break, but yeah, I don't know. If I get 2 million subscribers in the next couple weeks, I will drink this totally not potable water too. Guys, we can get parasites together. I just need you to hit like and subscribe right now. So if you want to join me on my parasitic journey, just, you know, drop a sub, maybe 10. It'd be nice. So what you're looking at in the distance there is Lake Charles. I'm not kidding, guys. There's a Lake James and a Lake Charles right by each other at POKAGON State Park. James Charles, bro. Come on. Sometimes you just can't make the stuff up. Which came first, the James Charles or the James Charles? Who knows, guys? Man. There is Lake Charles. Wow, here we go. So this was named for Simon POKAGON's wife. Wow. This is really nice. And bear in mind, these are all just like, this is still water, it's just for some reason, you know, this has a lot of plant growth, and then this is more wide open here. But yeah, look at that. This really is exceptionally beautiful. Well, folks, there's a CCC shelter by the hideous Hyundai Tucson, and this way I think we'll be able to get a good look at the lake before we head out and check out Chino Lake State Park. That's right, we're going to 2 today, 2 of them. This is actually a really cool building. Didn't realize it was that big. And then, wait, pause. Anyway, yeah, wow. There's the beach, guys. Alright guys, this is your last look at good old POKAGON State Park. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so I can kind of see the beach there. So that's where we're heading, I think. Nice! So this park's main gimmick is just the massive amounts of lakes in pretty close proximity of each other. And I kind of figure that while we probably won't get to see a lot of them, it's still pretty cool to look at even just a few. So what I'm thinking the move is here is to head toward Trail 1, because we got a good look at the lake over there. And so Trail 1 should lead to another lake. So I don't know, that's my thought process at least. We're just going to kind of see where the road takes us. So if you look, you can kind of get underneath this bridge here, which is what we're about to do. And there's one of the lakes there. I'm a troll. This is where I live. I don't pay taxes or help anybody but myself, because everybody for himself in this world, especially when you're a troll like myself. Anyway, cool bridge. Okay, so that right there was River Lake, I guess. I'm proud to say it, this is not false advertising. This is indeed quite the chain of lakes. Wow, this is so cool though. This one's definitely kind of chopped though, because we got whatever the hell's going on with that. Ugh. Algae, right? Don't mess with algae. Just don't. So, climbing the bridge over here. And just gotta figure out where I'm at. Okay, so as it turns out, that really icky looking lake was actually aptly named Mud Lake. Weber Lake is gonna be coming up. So River Lake was a nice looking one, and then the bummy one was Mud Lake. All right, guys, so here we have an American beech tree that apparently is pretty sacred, right? Hence the containment field. But yeah, American beech right there. And then we just have this little bench to look out at. All right, I do believe that's Weber Lake right there. It's about on par with Mud Lake. But hey, the plants are nice, I'll give it that. Found a bridge, guys. We're getting close. Whew. Well, guys, you can't tell. Whew. The bugs love me. And we're finally back at the shelter pretty much. It's 8:30. Started walking at 6:30. That was 2 miles. Now I covered a lot of ground, but holy cannoli. Alright guys, we are nearly done with the video, but there's one last place to check out before we bounce and wrap things up. So, join me. So, this is the last thing. This is the one, the only Stanley Schoolhouse. Now, unfortunately, it's closed right now, so we can't actually see the inside. However, this is like a really old schoolhouse, and it's really cool to see it. It's fascinating. Imagine going to school here, you know? Like, that would be crazy. Doubt we're gonna really see anything up here, but in the name of, you know, thoroughness, there's that. So, this is from the 1800s, I believe, and it stayed open until 1954. Wow. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.